Okay, we are joined by Arkansas head coach Courtney Deifel and players Courtney Day and Bree Ellis. Again. We will start with an opening statement from coach and then open it up for questions.
What a game to start the SEC tournament for us. I'm proud of our team for finding a way to get it done. I felt like we had a slow start. I felt like we had some good contacts early. I thought their outfield play was exceptional. But we stayed the course. Our pitchers and our defense gave us a chance to get going, and we had a big swing from Court on my right here that just kind of allowed us to take a breath. And then in that moment, not that we didn't think before, but in that moment, it just felt like we were going to do it. We had some really big at-bats that led up to Bree's at-bat, and when you get one swing of the day and you hit a grand slam, I'd say that's pretty stinking good. So just really proud of the team to find a way to win. Just whatever it takes.
Right here on the right.
What did you see from Georgia today? The way they managed to hold you guys off until Courtney had that home run in the bottom of the innings.
I thought Randy did a really good job of mixing her pitches. She had good command today. She had good composure. I know that we're a tough lineup to face, and she just kind of kept getting us out in front. She kept getting us mishitting the ball. And so I think she did a really good job. I know with their offense too, they should feel really good about it.
Courtney of the day, right? Sorry. Fifth inning, your team's getting no hit. You're up to the plate. You get to a full count. Obviously, we know what happened, but I want to know what's going through your mind in that moment. What's your mindset? Where's your brain at?
Just trusting myself and staying the course. Coach Deifel preaches that and has all season, and just staying, within myself and not making the moment too big. I was seeing the ball pretty well, so I was just, trusting my ability to find a good pitch to hit and take advantage of it.
Any more questions?
Coach, Tennessee tomorrow, obviously you've beaten them twice already. What did you learn from that weekend, and what do you think you're going to have to do tomorrow?
Well, we're going to have to be really good. I think that was a turning point in our season of just kind of getting on track and playing the way that we know that we can. Obviously, when you have Carlin Pickens in the other dugout, we're going to have to battle that if we get her, and if not, we need to, hit speeds really well and just kind of keep their offense at bay until we can break through. It's going to be a tough game. They're really good. That's the SEC. We're expecting that. So we'll enjoy this one right now, and then we'll get ready for tomorrow.
Right here in the front.
Coach alluded to it a little bit. Something about your hands the first couple or first 3 plate appearances. So what was going through your mind?
I'm sorry. You said my first 3 plate appearances?
Yeah, your bat on your hands. What was going through your mind?
Oh, I mean, it is what it is. I have no problem just getting on base for my team. It doesn't make me mad or anything. I get it. I mean, I would do it too. So it's not like I'm like, oh, I wish I could hit right now. It's just like, what, I'm getting my base, I'm getting on, and let, the rest of the lineup work for me.
There actually was a moment when Courtney was like, you should just step out and hit that. And she was like, that would be stupid. So it was literally just the exchange of I'm just going to take my walk. I'm going to get on base.
30-inch bat, Bree.
30-inch bat. That was next. PVC pipe.
Right here in the front row.
Bree, we talk a lot about your offense, but I want to ask you about your defense in the first inning. Ian catching that hot shot and then crawling back to the back. What did your team say to you after that play?
Well, they were laughing at me because I crawled back to the base and I didn't really need to, but sometimes the mind-muscle connection just isn't there, and getting up and walking to the base just is not an option. So the good news is she was far gone, so the out was there, just needed to get to the base. So yeah, worked out.
Second row. Throw left.
For Bree, softball's, a pitching game, it's about great pitching being great hitting. Your numbers suggest otherwise. Can you share some of your mindset and, the mental approach that enables you to compete?
Yeah. For me, it's really honing in my focus, and because, there's going to be a lot of outside noise and people are going to have opinions, good and bad. And at the beginning of the season, I just decided that none of that matters, good or bad, I don't care. And just really focusing on my process and not being result driven. And that has been just a game changer for me, and just sticking to 2 or 3 thoughts at a time and just, keep going and having very intentional self-talk, like Coach Deifel loves to say, very intentional.
Back row.
Coach, you're pitching. Burning the Aaron, you never hit the ball hard off Burning, but she got out and she hit you, Aaron looked good. Just tell me about the combination. You've done that a lot of going from one pitcher to the next. Just tell me what makes the dynamic work so well for pitching.
Well, they both, we trust both of them. They work really well in tandem, but they had some tough hit balls off P, but also if she squeezed it, it would be, 2 hits instead of 5. So we'll work on that. They are different pitchers, and so it's nice when you can work with P. We are really riding her off speed today more than anything, and then when we go to Rob, it just feels like she is a little zippier, and then coming from the left side. So I thought they threw exceptionally. I thought our defense was great. We had some really big plays, and that's what we're going to need down the stretch.
Back row.
Bree, you mentioned 2 or 3 things that you think about. Is one of those just hit it as far as you can?
No, I cannot.
Sure looks like it though, doesn't it?
And I love it.
No, I have to think, what do I have to think? I have to think like slow, early, and loose, and I just over and over and over again. So it's like, sounds very mechanical, but it keeps me like as an athlete and like kind of gets me out of my own way.
Courtney, you're kind of hiding down the order there a couple notches. Do you enjoy that, having the pressure be focused there, and you can come in and because you're having a pretty damn good season yourself.
I think so. I like to make jokes. I was always a Bree shadow a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
But no, it's. I would say that it doesn't matter either way to me. I mean, it don't change my
We
mindset.
always say
Whether
one home run hitter protects the next. So who's protecting who would be the question.
that is true. I think whenever I was behind Bree, it was kind of like I'd pick her up off of that. But Ella and Wick, I feel like I guess the same. Like I pick them up whenever they're not, having their good at bats or whatever. Like we kind of feed off of each other, and I think that's what makes the whole lineup, powerful. It's like it doesn't matter where anyone is in the lineup. We all kind of feed off one another.
We have time for 2 more.